Hi everyone and welcome to our final Jurassic Park 30th anniversary LEGO review here on Jurassic Collectibles. As you can see, this is the smallest set 76958 Dilophosaurus Ambush. It includes the Dilophosaurus, E-Stock sign, Dennis Nedry in his Jeep and the Barbasol can. And you can get a better look at Nedry and the Dilophosaurus there. Awesome to finally get the proper Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus colour scheme on the smaller Dilophosaurus mould. You can see on the back, not a lot to this set, just the Jeep and the sign as we would expect, and obviously the figure and dinosaur. So a cool box, quite a thick box actually, as you can see there, but a set that I am quite excited for. So one single tab on this one. I'm predicting 2 bags. Take a look. Bag 2, bag 1, and our Dilophosaurus minus its jaw just there. And then our instruction sheet and our stickers. So not a huge chunk of Lego in this one. This set is around £20, I believe. So interested to see what it looks like when it's all built. Let's go away, build it, and then come back and take a closer look. Alright folks, so we have got Dilophosaurus Ambush assembled. Let's take a closer look at the minifigure and the Dilophosaurus first, and then we'll take a look at the builds. So our minifigure is of course Dennis Nedry. As you can see there, quite a nice concerned look. It's got the Jurassic Park raincoat and his ID badge. And on the back, he has got the face that has been covered in venom. Unfortunately, no Jurassic Park logo on the back of this one. That would have been cool to see. But Nedry is a cool minifigure nonetheless. And then the Dilophosaurus is finally a LEGO Dilophosaurus in the Jurassic Park colour scheme. You can see we've got the right colours for the frills. We've got the opening jaw. Absolutely awesome rendition of the Dilophosaurus. Exactly what I'd expect from LEGO for a Jurassic Park version of this animal. So very, very happy with this one indeed. Can't say much more about it. Is that newer, smaller scale that works so much better with the figures. Now for the side build, we get this little E-Stock sign. You can see we've got the Barbasol can there with the frog acting as some foam, which is quite cool. The E-Stock sign, you can rotate the arrow as you see in the film, and it's attached by a single jumper piece, so you can push on it to knock it off. Quite simple. Again there, a better look at that Barbasol can piece. Really nice to have that printed and have a printed top on it as well. Then you get a couple of bits of vegetation. Overall, not too bad a piece to include. You can see with Nedry stood on it. Quite a decent sized corner piece. Definitely a welcome inclusion to have this sign in LEGO form. And then Jeep 12 has me conflicted. I like the way they've done the soft top. As some people mentioned in the last review, they're not quite a fan of this Jeep design. Generally, I have to agree. I think it's a little bit bulkier than it needed to be. I think maybe the previous version we got recoloured would have actually worked a lot better. You can see the front. As was pointed out in another review, there is no winch on this figure, or on this vehicle even, unfortunately. You do have the Jeep 12 license plate though. The stickers on the sides, the top, the wheel on the back with the license plate, and the sides. My big issue with this, and I understand why they've done it, is they've made it muddy. So you can see there's these nougat coloured pieces here and there to represent mud. And what that means is the stickers are also muddy. So if you were to take the original Jeep from the Brachiosaurus set, you couldn't then apply these stickers to that to make another clean Jeep. And I just think that's really unfortunate. You know, LEGO should, as a brand, ideally be all about interchanging things and mixing things up. And you can't really do that here. Now we can remove the roof easily. You can see it's just on some jumpers. And inside you only really have space for Nedry. because this is a condensed interior. So if I take the previous Jeep and bring it in to give you a top-down view, you can see that by comparison, there is a lot less room in the interior of this Jeep. I don't quite understand why that decision was made. You can also see that the sides are different. So the sides here have an additional elevated plate on them to almost cover it, which is really weird. These are in essence the same vehicle, so I don't like the variation there in terms of the side builds and the space inside. I think it's really unfortunate. Luckily, when you display them together, proportionally they do look the same. You just know that this one can fit less inside than the version in the Brachiosaurus set, which is unfortunate. Okay, and then if we bring the side build back in, I'm sending it flying, and bring the Dilophosaurus in, that is really it for Dilophosaurus Ambush. So a cool set. I think for around £20, this is actually a fairly decently priced set compared to some of the others in the wave, and I am quite happy with it. I do think it's a shame that the Jeep limits its reuse potential. You're not going to be able to make a clean version of Jeep 12, unfortunately, and that is a big shame. But beyond that, it's a cool rendition of an iconic moment, and if you're a fan of Dennis Nedry's demise, you're probably going to want this set. That's my thoughts, guys. I hope you've enjoyed a look at all of the LEGO Jurassic Park sets. Make sure to like, favourite and subscribe. And until the next video, take care and have a great week.